This wheel from a Bugatti Veyron cost $35,000.
Congratulations on whatever it is you think you've achieved here.
So 4 wheels costs more than my 2020 Ram 1500.
Yes.
How is that even possible? My rims look better than this.
Crazy. Ooh, we have a big box with a present inside.
Oh boy, do we. In here is a ordinary wheel and tire for a not so ordinary vehicle.
Well, if I covered this looks pretty nothing special to me. What's the deal?
Well, here's what's kind of cool about these. Bugatti always makes stuff that kind of flies under the radar. They keep everything classy. At the time, there was literally no tire that they could put on their vehicle. They made a vehicle so fast that no tire could handle it. So they had to develop this with Michelin. They spent millions doing this. Just this tire alone is $10,000, and this wheel right here is $25,000. That's 140 grand for your whole car.
You're telling me I could buy a used Lamborghini with the same price as these wheels?
Absolutely. Isn't that just stupid?
Oh, that is a thick girl.
Big boy. I believe this was the widest production tire ever made at the time when it came out. 365 millimeters wide. A millimeter for every day of the year.
So you can drive it every day of the year?
Yep. You use 1 millimeter per day.
All right, let's get a comparison here.
How about that? About the same diameter. 225 versus 365. This is almost double
So basically it's a dually.
with only 1 wheel.
How much do you think the air in there costs?
Oh man. You know what? These might be filled with nitrogen. They do that because it doesn't expand and shrink that much. This might actually be like a $20 nitrogen fill up. Refreshing.
So not only is this the most expensive thing we've ever cut, it's also the widest, and it definitely does not fit under our 8 inches of clearance. So we're gonna have to figure out how to put it in the tank.
Now I got this wheel originally, I inherited it from my great step uncle Larry. He said he paid 30 bucks for it. What do you think he'd offer for it?
It looks like a good wheel. Structurally sound, but this isn't really in my wheelhouse.
Oh, okay.
But I got a buddy.
Okay.
I got a guy. He's an expert on this stuff. He's actually an expert on everything.
Okay.
He's called The Tongue. Do you mind if I give him a call? He can be down here real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, great. Hey, can you be here in less than 15 seconds? Perfect. He's on his way. What do you mean? Tom, Mitchell, it's good to see you again. We got something for you. We want to know, is this a real Bugatti wheel?
Genuine.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it spins like a good Bugatti wheel.
Great.
It's a 100% guarantee.
Awesome. My step uncle is a very honest man, and I didn't doubt it for a second. Here's something I don't think most people know. OZ makes these wheels. They make a lot of supercar wheels. I just never knew that these weren't. I thought these were made in-house by Bugatti.
Yeah, I heard he was a wizard at wheel making.
That's pretty good.
Edit that out.
But here's the thing, the tire is glued to the wheel. You can't take these off and reuse them. So even if you go to the world's fanciest car shop, these are useless, even though they are in pristine condition.
Didn't come close to his head.
These are useless.
Ooh.
Wasted!
What a strong young man. You look like the Pixar lamp.
So the Waterjet only cuts like 8 inches high, and this is
What
like...
if we got it at an angle?
We could try that.
Steamy.
And a lot of oops on the other side of the tire here. You know, some overspray there.
Okay, we cut the Bugatti wheel and it's ready to reveal. And we brought in an expert to help us out.
A shrewd expert, you might say.
A shrewd expert.
Ed, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on? What are y'all up to?
We got a little something to show you. We thought you might be interested.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a Bugatti wheel dissected, cut in half?
No, why would you do that?
Well, to make rings out, of course, but right now we're just making Waterjet videos. And then
I gave you Lamborghini wheels to avoid this exact situation.
I know, this is what we were trying to avoid, but then people wanted more.
What? Is that my piece?
Boom.
Wow, you know, those tire pressure monitors are not cheap either.
I'm sure they're not.
And they go bad.
And they do go bad. So
Yeah,
here we
they're
have
tax
it.
tires. They're glued on. How hard was it to get the tire off the
So
rim?
that's what we wanted to kind of ask you about. They're glued on. Supposedly, this just came right off and there's no sign of any residue.
Well, no, that's not glued on. That's part of the rim.
Okay, so this is just snapped onto the rim.
As like a safeguard against overly compressing the tire in the event of a blowout or something to that effect.
Okay.
But the problem is, like with a Veyron tire, you can't remove the tire from the rim in order to like effectively catch it
Okay.
or something to that effect. And so, literally, if you get a nail in the tire, you need a new $5,000 to $10,000 tire, depending on whose prices you're paying.
Yikes. So the tire would be glued. Where should any of that adhesive be? Because we're just not seeing anything.
Well, along the bead, but what's the date stamp on the tire?
Let's see.
That means that the tire on this wheel was built in the 37th week of 2016.
Okay.
And so generally you don't want to go super fast on tires that are more than 5 years old. So that is a useless tire by top speed pursuit perspectives.
Perspectives.
But obviously at this point it's well past it anyway.
I wouldn't call this used like new anymore.
So by the rules, Bugatti says that you're supposed to x-ray the wheels after every tire replacement to make sure there's no hairline cracks, which obviously massively interfere with. But I guess we could just assume that somehow over the years it has degraded. I will confess, I've never seen a dismounted Bugatti wheel.
Yeah.
Does it seem like the wheel would accept a traditional tire? Yeah, so the width of the rim wouldn't hold a normal tire.
So that's not aggressive enough?
Right,
Okay.
right. So that's the nature of it, is that you'd have to wrap it sort of in. You're gluing it more so to the barrel than the bead, or the edge of the rim.
Gotcha. That must be some glue residue.
It takes a very unique machine to mount these tires.
Okay.
And there are only 3 of those machines in the United States. Yeah, so you got O'Gara, Miller in Greenwich, and Brahman in Miami.
Okay. I think this is kind of an unprecedented first actual look inside the Veyron wheel. There's so many
Is that
stories.
Because it never have been done, or because nobody did it?
Well,
Nobody's that dumb.
nobody's this stupid, I think is the
Wow.
the real
Everybody
reason.
gets to celebrate something in their lives, right? Congratulations on whatever it is you think you've achieved here.
Okay, well, Ed, we appreciate the kind words of somewhat encouragement.
Do you think he knows there's a snake there?
Hey, that's fantastic.
Okay, nice talking to you, Ed. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
I'm not really sure that guy knew what he was talking about. Myth confirmed.
Make sure to check out Patrick's video in the description
Yeah.
to see him make some sweet rings out of this.
Yeah, we're taking the whole wheel and cutting it into a bunch of rings. Wow.
Props to all tire slashers
That is
out there.
robust. Yeah, props to tire slashers.